What up, guys? This is Casey is Raw again, and this is Video Game Hunting, episode 22, take 3. Yes, it's wild with these numbers now because I was having little issues. I didn't expect I forgot about I needed my cell phone to try to send the game out. Well, then that opened another freaking can of worms because I went to the post office and they were closed and they had some kind of ATM kind of thing that you could ship it out, and I was not going to pay $30 for sending out a game that's broken. I'd rather just send it through the mail. I put it in a little plastic Ziploc bag. So I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna just mail it. But it was extremely hard. When I saw 30 something bucks, I'm like, no, I am not doing that. I mean, I can understand how much Drew said it's gonna take to ship it out. I mean, I wasn't shocked about the price because I remember one time when I moved to Pennsylvania from Oklahoma, I left my TV that I bought from Sears. It was 27-inch TV, tube TV. And I just called my parents and was like, hey, is it possible maybe send that down to me? And yeah, they sent it down to me, and it was pretty much $100 to send that. And the TV's pretty fucking heavy. I mean, for a tube TV, yeah, it's heavy. I mean, even I think the one in my collection room kind of matches the weight, maybe, give or take. But hold on. Oh, that's right. Fuck. I'm not thinking straight right now. What the hell? I'm not going to that flea market. There's no point going to that fucking flea market. Oh, I guess I can go straight to the video game store. But I just was like, where the fuck was I going? Because my brain's a little fried right now from everything. I'm shocked that I wasn't asleep till 4 o'clock in the afternoon, especially after last weekend. Like last Sunday, my mom had to wake me up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I don't know why I was so tired. And I mean, at least I got nearly 6 hours of sleep. So that's better than less than that, obviously. But yeah, I'll just put it in an envelope, send it to the person because I wanted to have a tracking number. I might try to do it again, unless I can get my mom to get a tracking number on it for me. That's probably the best option. I mean, I can give her the money to do that. But yes, I had to pay 50 something bucks for that, and then I'm gonna have to pay even more. And plus shipping, I don't even remember how much shipping was. Now I have to send it back. But yeah, I went to the ATM thing in the post office. And I was having a bitch of a time, and when I saw $30, then insurance all the way up to $100, I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm like, I'm not paying $30 to send this thing out. And then I was like, screw it, I'll do it another time. And I'm trying to exit. You know how like some ATMs will like, oh, you hit cancel the whole transaction? Not this fucking thing. Once you put your card in and it read it, it wants you to purchase something. I just end up just buying stamps. I could eventually use them. Just to get out of it, I had to pay $5 in stamps. If I'm not gonna use them, I'm sure hell I know my mom's gonna use them, so it's not gonna be a total loss. But I don't think I'm gonna be out too long. I'm definitely gonna hit up the game store to change out that Mario is missing to get the last this game, and then maybe come back and go back to the toy store and get a couple box games, and that'd be it, and just relax the rest of the day because son of a bitch. I just realized something. Drew knows how I talk. He's like, oh, you're a clean cut man. I mean, that's not even true either. Think about it. I'm like, yeah, I clean cut when I shaved my head and trimmed the beard. But I got a mouth like a sailor, bro. Even my mom, she blamed my mouth on my late wife because she's from New York and she would cuss up. Dude, I cuss up more of a storm than my late wife. And I told my wife, I was like, no, I was doing that stuff long before I met her and when I was in school. She's acting like, I never heard these words before until I was with her. Like, no. I was saying all these words when I was in school. It's guaranteed that's extremely common, even to this day. Probably even more common than it was during my time. But no, Drew's just giving me a compliment. But, I mean, I'm definitely going to have to clean cut my beard and shave my head this weekend. Because I did not like why I'm looking right now. That's partially why I've been wearing the beanie a lot. I mean, my hair, you guys can't really see it much of my hair because my camera is more lower than I usually have it. So you'll just always see the bald area, but then you don't see all the way around on the back end where, like, it's to the point where it's tall enough. Someone has a Buzz Lightyear figure zip tied to the bumper. I'm sure they're supposed to have him holding onto Woody, but it's just Buzz Lightyear laying down. But I'm definitely gonna cut my hair and everything because I'm like, But yeah, right now with my hair, it's too short. It's in that position where it's not really too long, but it's not too short, and it's standing on end. I mean, the only way for me to actually lay down the hair is not only put water on it and do the whole Caesar look, like goes like that, and put hairspray. That's the only way I can get that shit down. But yeah, I'm usually I would love to do more of a run. I'm probably after I do get to Dane, I might stop somewhere to pick something to eat because I'm getting hungry. It's God. I'm wondering if you guys ever seen this real old puppet Christmas show. I believe it's called Emmett Otter's Christmas Jug Band. Well, there's a group, a rock and roll group that comes in, and the leader of that rock and roll group, he's like, I'm not just hungry, I'm hungry. I'm not to that point, but I'm getting there. I'm sure people are like, what the fuck is this idiot talking about? Because what's funny, I remember a while ago, I think I was having an argument with someone and on the phone through a Bluetooth, but you could hear me pretty easily through my car that had someone walk by. Like, are you talking to me? Like, no, I'm on the phone. But oh gosh, I'm getting headaches again. It's probably because I hadn't ate since yesterday. And it's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Chipotle! There was, for a while, there was over here, it's called Petland, and there was a bunch of people protesting this, especially during the weekend, saying, like, God forbid people buy their pets or something from Petland. They're like, oh, cat, you're making a profit. Like, no shit! They're a fucking business. If you're not in here to make profit, then you shouldn't be in business. Unless you're a charity, then that's different. Oh God, I don't know what sounds good. I don't want to go and make. They're honking at people. Oh, I see why. There's this dude sitting in the intersection that was blocking. I think he was coming from the left turning lane and he was blocked in the next blocking from the other direction traffic. I was like, where the hell is all this honking about? I mean, god dang, this freaking road. I tell you one thing, I went up the wrong fucking road. Trying to think what would be good to eat. Yeah, I'm not in the mood for Mickey D's. Don't want Raisin Cane. I don't know, kind of almost like Burger King or something. I don't know. But that's damn near the same thing as McDonald's. Oh, someone wants to cut in front of me. I'll be nice. But that's it. That's one. I had to steal the line, I think, from the Impractical Jokers. I am not the vehicular Santa Claus. Well, maybe that's not them. Maybe it's some stand-up saying you get one. One comes through. No, cuts in. I'm not the vehicular Santa Claus. And that's probably going to be a clip. If someone sees this video and they're like, I mispronounced something again. You get some really hard pronouncing words. And it's extremely hard for me to pronounce them. And even some words I would say a million times, and then on the spot, trying to say something, I'll be like, ugh. Oh, God. I knew better than take this fucking road. During the fucking weekend, the mall traffic, oh my God. I'm sorry, out of all the pandemic things, the one thing I hate to say that there's a plus about the pandemic, because there's no real things to say a plus about it. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. This road I'm taking during the pandemic, like the beginning of it, because the mall was shut down. Oh my gosh. You could easily run through this. Like the one day, I tried to go to some stores on Black Friday. Oh, the morning of Black Friday, and it was not a soul on the road, and I knew that was a bad sign. I can't wait to get to the video game store. Chinese food? Not sure. Mexican food? No. I hate to say this, I might have to resort to Mickey D's again. I'm just not in the mood for any of this stuff around here. I mean, I would go for Chinese, but like Panda Express? No. Well, there is another Chinese food restaurant close by the toy store. I might be able to. Oh, God. Shoot, I need a drink. I'm gonna pause for a second. Yeah, now, not only I'm getting a little cold, I'm getting a little testy right now. And I think it's because I need to eat. If I'm hungry and tired, I'm grumpy. I'm extremely grumpy with those two things. And I'm getting there. Especially after an asshole in a fucking Volkswagen Bug cut me off. But I would have to give at least this one actually looks kind of cool, while the rest of them kind of look stupid as fuck. Like, I believe I told you guys this story about one time. Me and my dad sometimes just for kicks we would just look at cars and we'll take a test drive. And one day we took a test drive of one of the newer Bugs, and we looked on like just right off the dash, and there was like a little plastic vase. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And they're like, oh, you put a flower in it. Like, a fucking flower by your steering wheel? Like, this is the stupidest thing I ever seen in my life. And at the time, I would say a different word, but it's not politically correct nowadays. Even though it doesn't really mean what I truly mean, it just looks stupid. And I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about now. Going by the mall, it's just wild. Sears not being there no more. I mean, like the last, when I moved from Pennsylvania to Oklahoma, one of the first things I come to when I visit the Oklahoma, I had to go check out the Sears because I used to work there, and I had a bunch of friends there, or used to work there. I would have a buddy or two would have still been there. Eggroll Street? But, in 2017, when I moved back home, I went over and I walked down the aisle. I was like, uh-oh. It's like, this is not looking good. I was like, it looks like Sears is about to go down tubes. I didn't really think about that. I didn't hear Sears having problems. I mean, it doesn't shock me, no. I mean, I feel like for years and years and years and years, you got this stupid bitch. But when I walked down and like a bunch of stuff was empty and stuff, it's like, uh-oh, this is not good news. But because the Sears, when I was in Pennsylvania, had a bunch of stuff. Didn't look like it was about to go out of business. But I'm at the game store. I'm not positive. Maybe go to Vintage Stock. And then maybe go to the toy store. I'm not 100% sure. I'm getting tired, getting hungry. So, I'm not sure. I'll be back. What's funny, I got out of the game store and didn't think much because I'm getting hungry, tired, and if you've been watching for a while, you're not shocked that I picked up another Famicom disc game. This one's called Mikiyu Jin Adababa. Trying, but it looks like it might be some kind of puzzle game. You're like, oh, if you don't know what it is, why you spent that? I'm like, one, I had some trade. Two, I'm collecting for the Famicom disc games again. Especially after I got a working system again. And there's a bunch of them right there. I'm like, yeah. But I'm getting hungry. I'm tired. I could I could eat and take a giant nap. I got a heck right there. Dude, if Long John's was still open, I would have picked up Long John's sliver. Long Dong slivers. Because I can have some seafood left. I'm not gonna pay some outrageous price for seafood. Oh god, you know what? I was also thinking about getting a Philly cheesesteak, but I'm like, want something easy. I don't want to deal with too much with the public right now, because I just don't want to be around too many people, especially when they're not wearing their mask. I'm sorry. I'm not the asshole. I'll be like, "Where's your mask at?" But I'm like, I would love to tell them. I'm like, dude, like, you're gonna get me sick. Like, I had a truck driver. Like, couple of these truck drivers, I'm doing their work on their trailer, and they want to come up to me, like, without no mask. I'm like, I can understand some. When I'm working with people, that's one thing. Like, because we're there each day. Like, if someone goes down, you're gonna notice something. Not some random truck driver comes in that you've never seen before. I'm like, I mean, maybe I'm lucky that I try to stay away from anyone who's coughing. I don't know if stuff spreads when you're just talking to the person. But you get some lazy fucks that does want to cover their mouths up when they're coughing or sneezing. They're like, I want you to get you sick. And dude, I would get sick. I would get a nasty cold like 2-3 times a year. I would at least get one bout of, or almost a bout of, God, what's it called, bronchitis a year. But this, especially I'd be more careful around the public, and people are wearing more masks and stuff, that I hadn't really got none of it. The only issues I've been dealing with health-wise is mostly my stomach. And my sleeping issues were where I'm not getting enough sleep, or good enough sleep, where I'm having nasty headaches. Oh, nice. Looks like a buddy of mine sent me a message. Nice. I still get some congratulations. I totally appreciate them. Like when I saw Bobbit on Friday night send me a message, I had to give him a shout out. Like, dude, he's the first person. I mean, well, I guess you can consider I'm more of a guest every once in a while on Joe's show. Yeah, I'm not even considering myself a co-host. at all, Joe. I'm a guest, and I'm proud to be a guest of his. But I'm gonna have to pause this. I feel like I'm kind of like almost like Bobbitt, who the community welcomed me into. Oh, I mean, like I just felt like the community helped push me to win that belt. Yeah, J-Man's the one who really did it. But, dude, I got so much love from everyone that it's just undescribable. That I mean, when I won or winning, I couldn't leave. I would feel bad. Like, oh, guys, I'm gonna leave early. Well, yeah, I had to kind of stick it out. But I just got out of McDonald's, and what's wild, I'll have this weird, they had the clear sneeze guard, but the thing is, it doesn't go, like, I can understand the sneeze guard goes down to here, where it doesn't go past their face, but, like, their face is still exposed. Like, hold on, so COVID can't come through the top part of the window, but COVID can't sneak through a half open drive-through window. I can understand, like I said, if it was covered all the way. I seen them like it's further down and it's like a box opening. I understand that. But when the person's kind of right there exposed, I'm like, then what? There's no point having that fucking shield there. Like, it should have just took the shield off. That's like standing in front of a chain link fence for while you're getting shot at and hoping it's gonna hit the chain link instead of you. But it might hit the chain link. I might have a percent, yeah, a percent, and probably a fraction of a percent that it's gonna hit the chain link instead of you. But that's the exact same thing with COVID and that fucking stupid half shield for that's not even covered the person's face at all. I guarantee if God, I don't want to give people ideas, but someone no, I'm just not gonna say it because I don't want to give no ideas, but there's ways to get through that to give someone sick. So no, that's just stupid. And you know, a lot of times I go to stores, people still like, because there's a shield there, they'll kind of look around the shield and talk to them, like you can still hear you through the shield. I mean, they a bunch of people saying a bunch of the areas are still locked down, but around here it kind of almost seems like the economy's been reopened down here in Oklahoma, at least my area, because you can't really tell anything's really closed. They just modified everything to make business go on with business as usual. And that's what smart companies do. I'm not saying that the little businesses that died, they just didn't know how to do it, and it's not their fault. And it sucks that they didn't get the funding to stay alive. Because little business is what keeps this country going. I mean, dude, like, I go to the mom and pop store for the video game. I get the better stuff at the video game store, and I'm supporting them, and they're thriving. Especially when there's a chain called Vintage Stock that has ran Game Exchange out of the area, because we used to have Game Exchange and Vintage Stock. Game Exchange used to be the more pricier stuff, and Vintage Stock was more cheaper, and then it flipped. And they ran Game Exchange out of the area, because there was 2 Game Exchange close to me. Now I gotta travel all the way to Claremore or Bartlesville to go to a Game Exchange, because there's no Vintage Stock in those areas. And I think that's almost Claremore. I would see them get a Vintage Stock in the future. Bartlesville, not really. I mean, there's some businesses down there. It's kind of like, I guess it needs to be like really thriving area to get a Vintage Stock. But I can't wait to get to the house, eat, and take a damn nap. I already took some Tylenol at like just before 12. I might be able to take some Cedrin, but it's probably not smart. Oh God, it's just stabbing headache. Usually I was like, I want to do this and this and this. Today I'm just wanted to go a couple places, but at the game store and that one Vintage Stock, I was like, I'm done. I was thinking to go back to the toy store and get several of those box games, but right now I'm tired. Probably need to save a few bucks anyways to pay for. I gotta pay a bill anyways, so. And I don't want to be almost completely broke. It's nice to have a little bit of a buffer. I mean, I used to, when I was getting paid twice a week, not twice a week, once every 2 weeks, I would use an app to get the bum off for the next payday, and it was a vicious circle, and I don't want to have to rely on it. I want it just in case as a backup plan that I can get, so I can have some extra cash just in case shit happens. Because I would get a big paycheck, and then because it's working 2 weeks, and pay a bunch of bills, and then spend maybe 100, 200 in games, give or take. Probably not. Give or take, it could be between $50 in games to $200, give or take. But back to the house, to eat and relax. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.